somewhere, it doesn't matter, as long as they know that they have to go over here at some stage someday. Let's do this, and this. Right. You have orders. You have orders, you might execute them now, that's okay, that is weird. How about this way? It's better. And then it's just you guys that need to come over here, and then we have all our army over in enemy territory. Nice. Really getting a man in the high castle feeling here. These mines remain so long. Yeah, they did remain that long. There's still some out there. That's not a big deal. I mean, how many hundred thousands of mines were dropped even alone in the channel? What they did after the war is... they gave me 2 bits, so that worked. Lanesh 04? Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know, but yeah, it's 2 bits. Thank you for the bits. Very much appreciated. So what they did after the Second World War, and after the First World War as well, the victors went through there and cleared out what they could. Obviously, there were only some areas where they knew there were mines. There are other areas nobody knew where mines were dropped. Those documents got erased after the war by the losing side. You know, that's how it usually works. Can I... Can I... Yes, I can. So it's really hard to get accurate readings on where stuff should be, and there's no real way to detect them, because some of those mines were just made out of wood. Wood doesn't bounce sonar. There's no way to get that. There's ground mines that actually just drop to the floor of the ocean and just lay there and lie in wait. You can't distinguish those from the rest of the ocean floor. And there's those that you know, those that are famous, those that are shown in every movie, that have their base on the ocean, and then this big cable going up where the actual round mine is hanging, that, you know, the thing that looks like a porcupine on steroids. For those, they just went through the sea and had nets behind the ships, and those nets just caught those and made them explode, or shear through the actual cable that connected those mines to the ground device, the anchor, so they floated up to the ocean surface, and then they just shot them with rifles until they exploded. There's still a lot there. Most of them that sunk to the floor are still there. There's still, you know, TNT or equivalent stuff in there. It's still dangerous. They can still blow up. They are just not in a position where they could actually hurt ships as they were supposed to do. But, you know, that doesn't stop stuff from still being there, and if you were a terrorist and you want some cheap detonation material, you just, you know, if you know where to find them, you dive down there and you grab it. It's dangerous, but, you know, it's one way to get it. Lane. Yeah, lane works. Well, lane, then thank you for the 2 bits. What else? Signal company, sure, why not? Let's go with that. We're at a stage where it doesn't matter what we do. So what I want to do... First of all, I want to have all the armies over here, but what I want to do is really... this. Delete everything. We have to do it manually, obviously. There we go, and then just take that guy and say, you know what, there's this front line that I would like to take care of. Now, where does that put our tanks? Pretty much right where they are. That's glorious. It also puts this army that we are not using just now, that's still here, puts that in a position where it can't do any good for us because it's not here yet. So we are going to extend this quite severely. And you are also not here yet, Purple Army. So we are going to do this. Right? Green Army is here, no problem with that. Should make that a bit bigger because there is no real supply up here and they're using tanks, so might as well make it a wider front line. And then we're just gonna tell this guy it would be really nice if we could just capture all of America. And go! I like that. And we're going crazy mode, and they do have like 5 million divisions, but nobody's here. 180, didn't they have like 300 last time we checked? Ah well. That also means wherever the tanks are going, we should probably take our jet fighters that we have. These, and assign them here, and these, and assign them to orange might be a thing. Everybody has some, so we don't really need to worry that much. Yeah, orange, because you're already here and fighting. We do have air superiority, and that looks good, so we can do some vital damage by doing this. I still wish there was a shortcut for that, but there isn't. That's out of air superiority range. Did I drop it on here already? I don't know, I don't care, we're just gonna do it anyway. Detroit, no air superiority it seems. Chicago, same issue. We already captured the cities over here. Well, enjoy the show. Ah, so nice. You still have 100% war support, but stability goes down. Wow. So, how's it going for us? Now Australia is a major nation. Great! Alright. This war is dragging out. They want the German Empire to fight the last man. Not the last German man, the last everybody else man. Doing good on losses, doing good on fielded manpower. We still have 2.3 million men.
Oh, yeah.
Moored mines and bottom mines. Yup. After the next war, we would have mines that are launching torpedoes. That is actually already too late. Because one of the easiest mines to do is you take a torpedo, which already has some sort of a sonar device in its warhead, right? It needs to be able to track ships. If it's not just a standard old World War II torpedo that you just fire in any direction and hope to hit something. You take a torpedo, you install a sonar, which basically every modern torpedo has, and you just drop it to the ocean floor and it just lies there. And nowadays you can actually program them and say, you need to look or listen for the profile of 3 destroyers, afterwards there's 2 tankers, and the next one should be an aircraft carrier. And once you get it in this order, or close to that order, like 90%, you attack that carrier. And it will just lie there and wait until the carrier is right on top of it, and then go. Those are really intelligent nowadays. And even in the old days, World War II, they had those that were, well, as close as they can be to that kind of intelligent. And those are scary. The same goes for landmines. I mean, you have your landmines that you know from, Saving Private Ryan or any other World War movie. But you also have, nowadays you have them made out of plastic. No metal parts. You can't detect them with a metal detector. In World War II, you had them made out of wood. Just basic standard wood. And nobody was able to detect those. And still is to today, because there's no way you can do that. Okay. This is going smoother than anticipated. It's a bit weird. There's really nothing I need to do here. I don't even need to nuke anybody. I want to nuke bodies! Dang it. Best 2 ways to use nukes. Drop it on the cities to destroy any amount of supply they can deliver to your enemy. And obviously the infrastructure in that area gets bombed. And drop it on airports. Because then your enemy has to move their planes further back, which might put them out of reach, or reduce their mission efficiency, which will give you air superiority so you can nuke more stuff. Makes sense, right? And the Italians are coming! Damn it. So, where are our troops? Everybody should be... You're all here. You are all here. And you don't have anything to do, because the front line is too short. Or whatever. Okay, so if everybody's here... You don't, yeah, those two even don't have a front line right now. Everybody's here! Cool. Let's delete all orders. Again. and now give everybody a real front line. And then just go in this general direction. Go. That did delete this. That's interesting. Doesn't matter. Little right click works for that. This also doesn't matter. Might as well. Might as well. Huh. German Blitz in America. I've never seen this go so smoothly. Never. I mean, we lost our elite army just trying to land in a tile that we actually already controlled. But yeah. Freddy White Gaming, welcome to the channel. How are you doing? This is so weird. Are we going crazy mode? Yes, we are going crazy mode. We're going speed 5. Kinda. Well, let's take care of other things then. This war is fighting itself. This is coming along nicely, like 5 years in advance. 4 years, that's good. Here we're just gonna do, I don't know, probably that. Although, no, it's not needed. This is all done, no need to worry about it. Right, we need to get production started on that, right? That thing. Thank you. So what am I gonna do with you? We could do that. Not that it helps. It's just 10% and only during 1/3 of the actual day of fighting. Can't do that. That's the only thing that's really good. Are we still using that? I don't think so. Show doesn't make much sense to put anything in there. That is completely done. That is completely done. That is completely done. Well, I mean, we're going to Australia, right? No, that's done. That's been worked on. That is in the works. There's nothing we can do here except wait. Could upgrade to the next close air support. That fighter doesn't matter anymore. You know what? I'm actually not going to worry about any of this. We are officially done with research. I'm just going to finish these whenever. Just to get the top bonus out of it, and otherwise we're just going to ignore it. Research is done. I'm quite fine. It's nearly 2 AM, so we're actually almost done with the stream. It's been at it for roughly 4 hours now. But it's going great. I mean, so far, we have made Russia capitulate. We have made England capitulate. We went into the Raj, made that capitulate, and this is happening. German tanks blitzing through America. Who would have thought? Well, I would have, because it was my plan, but that's a different story, right? There you go. Looking good, looking good. How are we on supply for all our war machinery? We're losing some tanks, we're losing some SPGs. We're not producing them anymore. We're gonna replace them with these now. Still low on mechanized. I don't... What the hell? The cheapest thing out of these three is the mechanized. And we're not keeping up. Well, let's put 50% on top and see what happens. I mean, you see that, right? 7 per day, 15 per day. That's twice as many. And if you look at the template... not that template. That template. There's one row, but there's almost 2 rows out of tanks. I have no idea how we're not keeping up on mechanized. You are very impressed. Well, I like you being impressed. 100 hours and struggling with the game. Yeah, the AI is doing all kinds of creepy stuff. That's right. Well, Here's something that I don't usually do. I'm gonna give you a recommendation. YouTube Feedback Gaming. That is, after me, the absolute expert on this game. He has quite a lot of playlists on how to do things, some speed conquering of Russia and whatnot, and he's doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And when I want to have a tip on something, you know, the nifty parts of the game that you don't get anywhere else because people don't dig that deep, that's the guy I'm looking at. He's doing nothing but Hearts of Iron 4 on his channel. He's streaming a lot of on a lot of the days during the week. He has his own Discord. If you become a Patreon or a subscriber on Twitch or something, you have your own special corner in there and whatnot. You know, I'm doing the same stuff basically. I'm doing Hearts of Iron 4 every Monday and Tuesday. There we go. And he's doing Hearts of Iron 4 every day of the year or something, I don't know. So if you really need tips with that game, if you really need to get to grips with the game, do that. I also have a playlist on YouTube, a tutorial playlist on how this game works. I can't remember, that's like 35, 40 episodes we did or something. Scott, say something. You're sitting there. I know you're sitting there. So you can check that. You can definitely check out my YouTube channel. That was weird. Can I give you another front line over here? Does it split it off? No, it doesn't. You can only have one. Great. That doesn't make sense. I don't care. So you can learn from me anytime. I'm happy for anybody to come in and do that. I also have my own Discord. You can go in there. You can ask questions if you want to. You can leave me comments on YouTube. It's all fine. A lot, yeah, definitely a lot. A lot of episodes in that tutorial thing. But, you know, we really go into the basics. We explain combat with, and we explain, well, what was formerly up here. What was it? It's not stability. National unity, which is now stability and war support. And I will do another tutorial series soon. I'm currently really busy real life. I'm streaming Monday, Tuesday, then the week after I'm streaming Monday, Tuesday, then I'm off for 2 weeks where I can't stream at all because I'm not even at home. And, you know, that's a 4-weekly rhythm. 2 weeks at home, 2 weeks away, and that keeps going for quite some time now. But after summer break, so somewhere around August, things should normalize to a level where I can actually go back into real streaming and real YouTube episode recording and stuff. Why aren't you moving? Should go! Everybody, it's freaking hell. There shouldn't be much left. Yeah, look at that. 3%, just somebody. Can I get a tank, please? Like this guy. And come over here. And once you're here, move in there. Thanks, go. That should be the fastest thing we have. And once you have Vancouver, Canada should capitulate. We might even get to capitulate before we get Vancouver, just by gobbling up territory. And then we need to invade Australia. Ugh. I told you it's gonna happen, right? Once we get the UK, Canada emerged. Once we are in the US, Australia emerged. It's so annoying. And Japan is just sitting here like, well, we're in that same war, we don't care. Anyway. You try to play Norway and create the Northern Lights faction. Yeah, that works. I did that. There goes Canada. Ta-da! Done. I play mods quite often because, you know, base game gets boring after you get to grips with the basics and have played the major nations and some minors and tried. So I did the Swedish mod, the whatever Tiger. I can't remember things anymore. Well, it's 2 AM. It's too late or too early for me. Swedish Tiger mod. I think that's what it was called. Again, you find that on YouTube. And we created the faction up here, including Norway and Finland, and had to hold the Russian onslaught, like there. That was fun. And then we had to go through Denmark and all of that. We did win that, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure there's not a single series on YouTube where we didn't win, except for maybe the first or second. Do mods make it easier? It depends on what you play. If you play the major nations, USA, Germany, Britain, you don't. Anything that has a generic focus tree, like if you go in here and say Oman, yeah, and you look at that, this is the generic focus tree. Looks the same for every nation. That's just generic. It doesn't give you any real bonus. If you look at Germany, there's stuff like Anschluss, where you just get Austria for free, and where you get a free war goal on this country, and free war goals everywhere. And that gives you a distinct advantage. So if you play major nations that have their own focus tree, play the base game. It's fine. If you want to see a challenge, like what I did lately, so I played with Ethiopia. You start out being in a war with Italy, and we almost managed on the third attempt, my buddy Tang and me, but that was obviously modded, otherwise you wouldn't have a chance. You wouldn't last a in-game week against Italy if you just play that unmodded. You're dead. The moment you start that, you're dead. That's just the way it works. But that was the Road to 56 mod, which incorporates a number of mods, like 100 mods in there or so, which gives you